do you think the young generation likes to not focus on work? They like to try to, I would say, go around it, like try to figure out like a shortcut, try to, do this over here, but then the real instructions are like right there in your face. It just kind of seems like the younger generation want to try to escape the real live work. What is that? Like, what is that has changed to make the younger generation just say, man, you know what, man, that's not the way. I need to go around and do all this. And then what happens is they end up wasting time for like 5-10 years and then realize that the game that was being given was the way.
What do you mean when you say go around and work? You talking about like get rich quick schemes?
No, not necessarily get rich quick. It can be anything. It can be like I can say, hey, go outside and this is the way you cut the grass. Like this is the way you cut it. But then to try to get it done faster, you go doing the whole opposite, and then it's wrong. And then it end up being wrong for like 4 or 5 years, and then you finally realize 4 or 5 years later, like, dang, that was the right way to do it.
I think that's just naturally how the human brain works. I think you naturally just always trying to find the easiest way to do stuff. I think the only difference is between y'all is that y'all lived enough to know that y'all done already tried to do all the stuff the easy way and it didn't work. So now y'all telling us, hey, don't waste time trying to do the easy way because it's not gonna work. Just go ahead and do it this way because we done already found the easiest way to get to the what you're trying to go to. But that's just naturally how the human brain works. Naturally how the human brain works is like that's not right. Like when let me give you an example. Like when I used to go to my grandma's house, she'll be like, oh, ain't no cereal in the refrigerator, or ain't no cereal in there, and I'll just be like thinking like, you sure ain't no milk in there? You check behind everything? Like she'd be like, well, go on out and get it. And I go out and get it, and I'm like, yeah, it really ain't no cereal in here. But I could have just listened from the beginning instead of having to go all the way in there, see if it's cereal or not. I could have just listened to it. But it's just how when you're young, this is how your brain works. You just don't believe nothing.
You think that's just the brain, or is it the black brain?
I think it's out of brain. I think the only difference is between a black brain and a white and other people's brains is that black people don't work together. So whenever you do fail, whenever you do waste 5 years, you still gotta you do wrong for 5 years. Mm-hmm. You don't just get to use your network, or you don't get to use people that you know to pick yourself back up or do this, that, and the third. If you fail for 5 years, then you just start back from scratch, having to do it the right way for 5 years.
Exactly. And I
don't think it's a black mind. I think other people do it too. They just that, like how you give an example when you talking about the ladder. Mm-hmm. How if a white person fall, they fall one step below. But if a black people fall, they fall all the way to the bottom because they got nothing to fall back on.
So with that, if we know that we have no ladder and we fall from the top straight to the bottom, then that's enough to make us listen, right?
Mm-mm.
See what I'm saying? Like if I know that I have no network, nothing to fall back on, then I'm gonna try to get as much information as I can, so I don't have to fall all the way to the floor. If I know that I don't have a net,
it just, I mean, you would think that it would be like that, but it's just how the brain works. Like your 40-year-old brain sometimes can't connect to my 22-year-old brain. Like even though sometimes, like majority of the stuff you tell me, I'd be like, that don't make sense. But then 3 weeks later, I end up finding out that you was right. But when you tell me it don't make sense because I haven't lived through it. Like for example, remember when you was telling me that be nice to everybody because you never know who people is?
Yeah.
This guy at my job, like 60 something. I ain't gonna say his name, but he's like 60 years old. I treat him like shit. He's just annoying. He just got a software engineer job. I didn't know he was in tech for 23 years, but he got laid off, and now he's been out of work for 4 years for software engineer. He's working at Home Depot. He announced in a meeting that he got a software engineer job. So I pulled him to the side after the meeting. He said, well, Trill, I got to get in there first and do good first, and then I can try to get everybody else on and stuff like that. And then, man, I hit him like, Unc told my ass to be nice to everybody. I'm pretty sure if I came in every day, hey, Mr. Such and such, how you doing? Da, 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 da. I'm pretty sure he had no problem doing this and the third. But since and treat him like he was just wasn't nothing, then now he like, shit, I'm treat you like you ain't nothing.
Well, he just gave you the wink and a gun.
What that mean?
The wink and a gun is Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It was a real good show where it's kind of like he said whatever he had to say to make you feel good.
Yeah,
like he basically like
put me to the side.
He's like, yeah, man, yeah, I got you. And then when he got in the car, he leave.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So he gave the wink and a gun.
That's okay though. It's okay. But I learned my lesson right there. I was like, in my head, I was like, Unc told me that shit. And I didn't listen. And I'm seeing it play right out in my face. It'd be a lot of times. Like I was talking to my solo, and I'd be like, my biggest problem, and I know it's my biggest problem, but it's like I still can't catch it most of the times. Mm-hmm. It's like somebody tell me something, and I'd be like, okay, I heard you, but it's not like it registered in my brain. But until I see it, like, damn, that happened. Oh shit, that's what they was telling me. Damn, I just wasted a whole month. Like that. That's usually how it goes.
And it's gonna get worse as you get older, because when you wake up one day and you're 30, mm-hmm. and you still not listening, then you're gonna be like, I'm running out of time.
Like I was doing good when I was blindly listening. Like the last show when you was talking about Robert F. Smith. Yeah. If Robert F. Smith came in there and told you to do jump jacks in that corner right there, mm-hmm. you said that he know in your brain, you like, it don't make sense to me, but he know more than me, so I'm gonna do it anyways.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing, like that, I guess. And our brain, which is just like like young people brain, it's just like it just don't register. So when you see work and you like, oh boom, that's, boom, do this right here, and then you try to go around it, and you waste 6 years, and then you got to go back. It's like, damn.
But the thing is, you saying go back, you can't go back. See, this is the thing. This is why y'all young people so slow.
Oh, I don't do it like that, huh?
No, y'all slow because one thing that most old people know about, they know that I can go buy another bike, I can go buy another fan, I can go buy another camera. I can't buy more time. So if I'm trying to help you preserve your time, to me that makes sense. Like, that's how it makes sense in my mind. Like, I'm not the smartest person in the world, but I know if somebody trying to save me time, I'm like, okay, you trying to save me time. I can't buy this one thing. I can't buy time. I can buy shoes, I can buy this, but I can't go nowhere and say, all right, let me go online. All right, I need 5 more years. Redo. Nope. Them 5 years gone. It's gone.
So basically what you're saying is, okay, I'll give you an example. Maybe this is how I see it. If you tell me to do something for 5 years, like say I'm listening to you, right? I'm listening to you and I'm doing it, and of course it's getting me to where I'm going, but I don't know if I can replicate the same thing if you wasn't there. Like let's say you get me there at the 5 year mark, right? Mm-hmm. You get me up to 5. You get me to this point. Let's say this is the whole level. This is the end of the level, or whatever. You get me to this point, just me listening to you, like this. You mentioned you, and now you ain't there. Can I get from here to there without you now?
Yeah.
How? Because I didn't really learn. I mean, you told me this, that, and the third, but I didn't really learn anything from experience to be able to push me along.
Yes, you do.
What I learned?
Life experiences. Like you still.
But I thought you dodge all that stuff listening. Just
no, you ain't gonna dodge it. What's gonna happen is
you learn in the shortest amount of time.
You'll learn it, but then you'll start looking to the left and right of you. You start seeing your friends and stuff that's not doing the thing. You're like, oh shit, damn. You know what they say? They say a wise man learns from others, and a fool learns from his own. So I can be going down this path, and I'm listening to somebody, and then I look to the left and like, dang, my friend got tripped up on that. Man, they told me about that. Dang, they got his ass. And you go, damn, they got his ass, and I'm still on my path. You still learn. You still gonna get older. You still gonna meet different people, and then they might say, "Oh man, you might want to try it this way, or you might want to try it this way."
Sometimes my brain, like, at least it's me. Sometimes my brain be like, it's not because I listen. It's just because I feel like it can't happen to me. But then it does. When I stop listening, it does happen to me. You be like, you know how you ever seen stuff happen to other people, but it just seems like it ain't happening to you.
I used to think that. I used to think like when
Like-
I was young, I used to think that my parents were gonna be living, and you see people, grandparents die, their parents die, and you be like, oh shit, well,
No, you ain't
my
worried.
parents ain't gonna never die.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
But then when the motherfuckers die, you be like, oh damn, oh shit.
That's just the young brain.
It can happen to me too. Anything can happen to anybody. Like you can go and, like right now, I've accepted the fact that I don't have good luck. Like I'm not a good luck. Like when I skipped school, I got caught.
For real?
Yeah, that like so
Everything you did.
Yeah, so once I accepted that, I'm like, well, I don't have good luck, so I don't need to do that. I don't need to, go out there and say, oh man, I'm about to get my Tesla, and then I'm gonna turn out on Peachtree Industrial and I'm just hit the gas real hard. It just be my luck of police sitting right over there.
Shit, who you telling?
It'll be my luck. It's somebody's dog run out the street and I kill somebody's dog. Yeah, I don't know. So that's why I'm driving Miss Daisy. I'm just trying to stay out the way.
This is a boring life to live though.
It ain't boring. It's fun.
You can't just do the stuff you want to do.
Yeah, I can. Like if I want to drive stupid, they got this thing called Atlanta Speedway. You just take your car down there and drive fast on the. There you go.
Oh,
It's places to do that.
But you want to drive on the road like that?
No, you don't. That's retarded because you have other people's families to consider. I lose control and I kill a whole nother family. Was it worth it?
Oh, you went to prison?
But why not just go to Atlanta Motor Speedway and take your car down there and have fun?
You're right. The human brain just don't think like that.
Yes, I do. I'm telling you, that's how I should think.
It doesn't. Like the normal human brains don't think like that. Well, I mean, like when you had in order for you to realize you don't have good luck is when you tried your luck, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
But it didn't take like a lot of times. It just took like 1 or 2 times. We're like, oh, okay, I don't have good luck.
Like I said, when were you decided you don't have good luck? Or what age?
About 16.
So you do no wrong after 16?
No, I ain't saying you do no wrong. I'm just
You didn't
saying.
try your luck.
I'm just saying things that I actively just try, like just try to like actively do something. Like I won't. You can't get me to go out and get in the car and just do like just wild stuff. Like I'm not gonna do that.
But if you didn't do wild stuff at 21?
In the car? Hell no. I ain't never played with no car like that. No. Because I'm always thinking like, what I do can affect somebody else. 9 times out of 10, what the dumb shit that I would do, I'm not gonna get killed. It's probably gonna be somebody else get killed. Then I'm gonna be messed up.
Oh, that's a fact because it's somebody that we was watching. I do YouTube. He was driving real fast and his homeboy in the car. He killed his homeboy in the car. Now he in prison for 15 years.
Giving up that ass.
Come on.
And see that's a. I fear only like 3 things: a lion, a cobra snake, and jail. Like those are the 3 things I fear. Like everything else I'm not like scared of, but like a lion, a damn cobra snake, and going to jail, like I'm scared of that shit. Like that's terrifying. So before I make a decision, I have to ask myself, am I gonna end up in these 3 scenarios? Am I gonna end up in front of a lion, a cobra, or being ass raped?
You sound like Tom off Boondocks.
I mean, but what?
You ever watch the episode? He's scared of going to prison.
I ain't see it, but I'm scared. Like if you start thinking about stuff like that before you act, you say,
I ain't gonna lie, that's what I was taught though. Like when I had anger issues when I was a kid, they always teach you to think about the consequences first.
yes.
I do that sometimes, but sometimes it's always that one thing that is, when you got that person that's talking on your shoulder, like you got this person talking on your shoulder, you got this person talking on your shoulder.
Ain't no 2 people, it's your ass.
We got this brain. And you got one saying, man, don't do that shit, man, because this could happen. You got the other one saying, what's the likelihood of that shit happening? Like, you can get away with it, and then you might consider this a good, fun moment that you had.
Nope.
Is it gonna be real good or real bad?
All I gotta say is just think about jail.
I don't be doing shit like that though. Well,
Yeah, you never know.
I don't be doing shit like that sometimes. But the work part, like you said from the start, trying to get around to work, I ain't gonna lie. If somebody told, like, let's say, for example, the software engineer job, let's say if I kept trying, and let's say I just so happened to get it in 6 years, if somebody would have told me that trail, it's gonna take you 6 years before you reap the benefits of all the work you did for you to get that software engineer job, I'd be like, no deal. I don't want to do it. Like, I think that's another reason why people quit, or another people try to find easier ways, because when you put the plan together, you put time frames on your plan. Boom, move to Atlanta, get a job, buy the apartment complex. You like, boom, okay, boom. The big goal is the apartment complex and real estate, and or the tech company, whatever. But the fucking job was just a piece of the puzzle. Mm-hmm. But when that piece becomes a fucking 6-year journey, you like, oh, scratch all this shit. I don't even want the plan no more.
What if I went up to Steph Curry and said, I want to be you in 6 months? Or I went up to Jordan and said, I want to be you in 6 months. That's disrespectful, bro. Think about how disrespectful that is when these guys have been working on their craft for 15, 18, 20 years. That's disrespectful.
What's wrong with that? What? I understand that, but how does that equate to what I'm saying?
Because it's the same thing. We just not athletes. We're just working towards something else. So whatever we're working towards might take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm working on.
It's the same thing.
But what if you went up to him and said, it may take 5, 6 years just to even get on the goddamn team? Now you're like, I don't even want to go to the NBA no more.
But why?
Because like that's my time frame. It's like when I put my time frame together. Okay, it's 6 years to hit the main goal. Cool, I'm okay with that. But 6 years just to hit a fucking one of the small goals on the fucking list is bad. And another thing too, like I said, when you're doing the same work as everybody else and everybody else hitting their goal at that time frame because they know people, or because that they got this, or they got this, or they got that, because they got this, and you like, damn, I gotta take all this time just to hit this. You like, man, I don't even want to play no more.
That's just being weak-minded.
That's not weak-minded.
Yes, it is.
That's just no deal. Like that's trade-offs. You got different trade-offs. Like you trade 6 years of hard work for a certain goal. Now trading 6 years off just to make the team, or just to get into the school is crazy. Like right now, you going? Let's say we have as a school Stanford. Mm-hmm. Man, you want to get into Stanford.
Right.
We did the same amount of work. You get into Stanford because you know somebody, or because you went to all the Ivy League schools. But me, you did the same amount of work, right? And it takes me 6 years to get there. I no longer want to compete no more.
Well,
I want to compete because you just got there off the script that you knew somebody and not. And we did the same amount of work. And since I'm seeing that, okay, so now it just took me 6 years to get into that school. Man, you competing. It took me 6 years to get into the school. You've been into the school 6 years ago. Because now I'm just getting into the school. You already been to school 6 years ago.
Well, what are we competing though? Like, what are we competing?
What you mean?
Like you saying we compete? Like, why are we competing?
Everything's competition. You compete for jobs. You compete to be the position. You compete for money. Everything is competition. If there's 30 jobs and there's 500 people applying, that's a competition. Who gonna fill those 30 positions? That's the mean why I say competition. But when everybody else got an advantage, and then now you looking like, bam, okay, I want to be the best at what I do. I want to be the best at what I do, and this person already got into school 6 years ago. They not already finished. I'm just getting started now, but we did the same work. We started the same spot. And now I didn't got to school 6 years later. This motherfucker done got to school 2 years ago. He already got 2 years experience. He know this person, so they know how to move him up. So he got experience doing this, that, and the third. I'm just getting to the school. But I don't even want to play no more.
But I think we talking about it in a different scenario. I'm talking about our group of people, like who we know. Like I don't know anybody that I went to elementary school, middle school, even college that had like an advantage. I'm saying like where we grew up, like everybody pretty much started at the same.
You saying I should only be competing against my people?
No, I'm saying you where you are. Like even where I was growing up, you had white people, but it wasn't like I looked to the left of me and this dude here had like a rich uncle, or I look here. It was like we all pretty much was in the same scenario, which I'm sure like when you grew up in school, everybody was pretty much in the same situation.
Yeah, but when I came to Atlanta, none of those people that I knew back then are here now. I'm no longer, like, the people that I had to compete for jobs and stuff back then, I'm not competing against them. I'm competing against a whole different caliber of people. I'm competing against Asians that went to this school, or white people that did, that got this many years experience, or white people that got no years experience, but they daddy did 20 years in tech or whatever, so they automatically get into certain programs and stuff for free, where I just spent $20,000 for school, did a whole year of school, did a year of projects, and still can't get get a job, and they getting it just off the track because they daddy did it. Now I'm competing with somebody that I know more than them, but they get into positions faster and easier than me. Now I don't want to play no more, cause y'all cheating.
It ain't cheating.
That is cheating.
That's not cheating. That's the game.
That's
not cheating.
The game is not fair, right? It's not fair.
I don't want to say it's not fair because I benefited from the game, so I can't say
it's not fair.
No, it's perfectly right. If you go in a place and you know how to play the game, I tell you about this all the time. Like having like soft skills, where you know how to look at certain people, observe, read the room, and be like, okay, this person like this person like this person like this. You can go anywhere you want to go.
Then why didn't you go to school for then? What's the point of that?
I didn't say you need to go to school.
No, I'm saying like, what if you can have soft skills, and I can have more actual technical skills than you, or whatever the job may require. I have more skills than you, but just you getting positioned just off of your soft skills, or because you might be in a fucking fraternity, or because you might be family members with this person. What am I going to school for in the first place if you ain't have to go to school, or you ain't have to get no skills? I don't think you got the soft skills, or you charismatic or whatever. What's the point? Basically what I'm saying is, because basically what you're saying is hard work doesn't really matter as much as these soft skills. Is that what you're saying?
I think it depends. I think it depends on the environment. I really do. I think it depends on where you're going, because I've gotten jobs without knowing people, and I've gotten jobs knowing people, and most of the time it's been not knowing somebody not knowing me.
In tech?
Yeah.
I thought you said that you never got a job through applying through the application thing.
No, because I use recruiters. So I've never went online and said, okay, let me go to Indeed, this. But I go to like Texas when they was big back in the day, put my information up, and then once I interview with the recruiter, they'll go speak on my behalf, and then they'll put me in front of the job.
How do you do that when everybody you know got the same experience? What makes you stand out then?
Well, what made me stand out then was certifications, and then me picking a sector that most people can't get into. So for instance, when I really started doing tech for real, I started working for the Department of Defense. And I went and got a clearance. They got me a clearance. Most people can't get a government clearance because they don't want to check their background might be bad. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like they start running your information and stuff like that, talking to people. Most people like, man, I don't want to do all that. Mm-hmm. So then now you narrow down your group of people.
So right now, there's a way I can go get a clearance right now.
Not now. No, I'm just saying not now. I'm just saying back in the day.
So I'm saying, so that's a path.
But for you, I would do stuff different though.
What you would do?
See, today's time, like if it was me, I'm gonna sound like a broken record. Plumbing, HVAC, electrical. That's because.
Hold on. But you said my plumbing, HVAC, and what's called. What if I don't want to do that?
So, you don't want to do stuff now. You don't want to work hard. You don't want to stick. You don't want to stick nothing out for 5 to 6 years. So it's like you already don't want to do shit. So
no, that's not true. I think it's about 5-6 years as long as it's worth it. As long as it's worth it. It has to be worth it.
It's worth it.
I don't want to do 5-6 years and then I'm just not getting out of school. That's fucking crazy. I want to do 5-6 years and then now I want to be making what I wanted to make. I don't want to become 5-6 years and I'm just getting out of school. Now I got to apply for fucking jobs for 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years.
No, but you won't have to apply for jobs. What you would do is, if it was me, I would work as an electrician, work as in HVAC, build up my experience, get my own certification, go to the state, get licensed and bonded, and start my own business. Okay,
but what about what we were just talking about, tech? What would you do there?
I wouldn't do today. I wouldn't do nothing in tech. If I was you and I was today, I would do because tech is gonna disappear. Tech, the way we know it, is 5 to 10 years is gonna be gone.
So that's what I'm saying. But in school, they tell you, hey, you can be what you want to be. You know, you can do this.
No, you can't be what you want to be.
Exactly.
You can't.
So let's start there. Let's start as a kid. You cannot be what you want to be.
No, but y'all can't because y'all are not smart enough to be what you want to be.
As a kid, everybody's the same. Everybody at the same.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No,
Around the same.
As a kid, we can agree that everybody is born a blank slate.
Yeah.
But you can take two kids and put them in a room, and one will pick up faster than the other. That's
true, but you can't say that it's because they ain't smart enough. They could easily just work hard, study hard.
But see, the reason I don't put that in the equation for you is because you don't want to work hard.
Who don't? I've worked hard.
David Goggins said when he was going through SEAL training, he couldn't remember all the stuff like everybody else, so he would have to take the manuals and write everything page by page over and over and over again in order for him to remember it. Y'all wouldn't do that. Y'all would just be like, man, fuck it, I don't want to be.
I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. So that's not that won't even apply to me. I don't need to do that. I just study. I can.
That's how he was studying.
But the shit that he have to do 3 times extra to get to do what I do. I don't need to do that. I just study. What I'm saying is that the fact that he can do 3 times more work, and we gotta say we can be the same intellect or whatever, but he can do 3 times more work. I can do just a little bit of work, but my instructor is daddy.
Your instructor is who?
My instructor is my dad. So I'm immediately boom, 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 boom. And no matter who I compete against, it's like.
But see, that's the thing. All we're doing is hypotheticals right now. We talking about real life.
How?
We don't have it.
I just gave you a real life scenario that I was in, and you said that you would have stopped and did plumbing. That's what you just said.
That's what we can do today. Like today forward. Plumbing, HVAC, electrical.
And then we now looked into that. You remember what happened? You remember what they said?
That was just one place. You didn't run it down. You didn't like, let me go try this other place. Let me go try this. Let me go do this. You just like, I heard him and I'm done.
I'm gonna assume if
you got discouraged when the dude was like, I don't know how you gonna do that.
Because the first number one, I already don't want to do the shit.
Well,
I already don't want to do it.
What do you want to do? Like that's what I'm saying. Like,
I want to do tech. I want to do this podcast, YouTube, anything that pays off. That's not like, for example, when you got out of high school, you said you didn't want to work outside, and you was able to do that. So why I can't do the shit I want to do?
You can. Okay. But you got to keep going after what that thing is. It might take 10, it might take 15 years.
No, I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I'm not willing to give up 15 years just to get to a junior level.
But working inside I didn't say I wanted to work inside. It didn't matter. I could have been working at McDonald's. I could have been in Burger King. That's inside. I just didn't want to be outside cutting grass.
Like when you went to school.
Of course, but I'm just saying, right?
I'm saying, but what's your point? I'm saying that. What?
My point is that I don't have a point. The point is if you wanna have that certain thing, then you got to keep going after that certain thing until you. I'm saying I'm okay with it. It don't matter how long it is. Like when you was doing the tech stuff, if you really want to get in tech, then you wouldn't have stopped coding. You would have kept building stuff, and you would have just kept going. No, it wasn't like that. If that's what the case, then I ain't had it. If you're saying you got to keep going at it until you get it, let's say if I would have got it in 11 years, I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay working hard for 11 years just to end up at a junior role, or just to end up here, or just to end here, just to make it there. In 11 years, I could have been working on something else that's more lucrative, and I could have probably did it in 5 years. But you can do all of it at the same time, though. What would stop you from building, coding, and all that kind of stuff, and then doing the other thing? What stops that? Yeah, if I'm working all day, every day, trying to get a fucking job in tech, what makes you think I got time? But how you working all day, every day to get a job in tech? You put in applications and shit. Put in applications, or you coding, or reading, or whatever. This back when I was doing that stuff. That's what I'm saying. If I'm just spending all my time with that, and that shit still ain't going nowhere, what makes you think I can add this and this and this and this, and all this shit takes time too. Editing, recording, vlogging, studying about different cameras and that stuff, all that shit take time too. So what makes you think I can do all of them and still work 2 jobs? How can you do that? 24 hours. You got 24 hours in a day. Yeah. And the human body needs at least 4 rest a day. 4 hours of sleep a day. Shit, work 20. How? Split it up for me. Don't, that's 10 hours that's already, we already talking about 16, 18 hours at work. That's two jobs, right? Mm-hmm. Now you got 2 hours left.
You gotta record, you gotta edit, you gotta do research, and you gotta code, do applications for these tech jobs.
Well, you're not doing applications on the weekends. What the weekend look like?
The weekend look like, shoot, I might still, on the weekend, I still might have to go into one of the jobs. I still might have to go into one of the jobs, but by then I'm fucking tired. How could you ever try to do something and then you just can't do it because you just falling asleep?
Yeah.
That's like the human body. Like when the human body gets low on energy, you just can't just or read or study. It's like you trying, but you just falling asleep.
You ever thought about taking drugs?
What?
Huh?
What are you talking about?
Like taking drugs, like snorting cocaine or anything like that to get you up?
No, that's gonna fuck me up. Then I'm definitely gonna be done.
No, you won't.
I'm gonna be over with.
No.
I ain't gonna definitely get shit done.
No, man, it's ways to get stuff done. All I'm hearing is excuses.
No, it's definitely ways to get shit done, but you gotta figure out what you're gonna get done. Like if somebody tell me you choose 6 years to get a junior level engineer job or 6 years to be big and good on YouTube or podcast, I'm gonna choose YouTube podcast all day, every day because it's more lucrative, more freedom, all that shit. But if you tell me, hey, 1 year of podcast and YouTube and 1 year job, I'm gonna say give me the 1 year job because I'm gonna immediately get the benefits right then and there the first year. Whereas podcast YouTube gonna take 4 or 5 years to pay off. That's what I'm saying. The different trade-offs. You got certain trade-offs that you're willing to make, certain trade-offs you're not willing to make. Like that's some trade-offs that you're willing to make. Like for example, you want to be a millionaire, you want a helicopter, and all that. You want to be able to fly your helicopter and jet and shit on it. Yeah, and shit. You want to be able to do that. But there's some trade-offs. If life said you had to make, you want to make.
Like what?
Like losing your family.
Right, of course.
You like I'm good. But what you saying is like, no, you just keep doing it. You're like, I'm ready.
But you don't have a family.
I'm just giving you an example.
No, but I'm saying I'm just saying like it's a different scenario. But when it's just you, you can just go. You can go all out. When it's just you.
Yeah, you can go all out for the things that you willing to make that trade off on. I'm not willing to go all out for a fucking software engineer job. Fuck that job. Now I'm willing to go all out for some shit that I'm building on my own. I'm willing to do that. But all out is subjective.
You can build HVAC
That's
and you can go
subjective.
all out on that.
I don't like doing that. So immediately
You don't know what you don't like doing. Have you ever installed one?
Immediately.
You ever installed one?
No.
Have you ever wired up a house?
No, it's look boring. Like, look at this shit. I don't want to do that shit. It's hot. Like, fuck no. Like immediately when I run into an issue, I'm not gonna want to do it. I'm immediately say I'm done. Same thing when I called him and they said we booked up for 2 years or whatever, and then now they like, oh, you gotta go get a year experience or get some experience before you even can get into the school, and then you gotta do 6 years or 4 years in the school and then making $12 an hour. Then when you get out, you can start making $100,000. I did the math on that. Then I need a year experience. Then I need they behind 2 years, so I'm gonna be in experience before I even get into the school. That's 3 years, boom. Then 4 years, that's 7 years. Now I'm making that. I'm like, that's 7 years. I'm like, oh hell, no, I'm straight. I'm good. That's a trade-off I'm not willing to make. I'm not willing to give up 7 years for that.
What happens if 7 years go by and you find yourself still in the same place?
I'm okay with that.
Think about it. 7 years. So then that means that 7 years you can't get back. And the 7 years gonna go by anyway.
I'll learn a few lessons on the way. That help with my next 7 years now.
You might be dead after that.
Well, if I'm dead, then none of that shit matter anyways.
No, I'm saying like that's the next step.
What you mean? What you talking about?
You know what I'm saying? That's the next step. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think a lot of the young people, if they don't start listening, I think they might need to start considering like suicide.
Why?
Because if you're not gonna contribute to society and you're not gonna work towards something, it's like, what's the point? It's like we already run out of resources on Earth, right? Mm-hmm. Like, what's the point of sucking up air? Like, you know what I mean? Does it make sense? Think about it. Is it productive to not want to do shit? But then you want to go out and drive cars crazy, you know, do weird stuff.
I see what you're saying, but I don't think.
But you see what I'm saying?
But I don't think you should be promoting suicide though.
I'm not promoting it. I'm saying that it's a consideration. It's kind of like anything else. Like you choose, like you said, you choose if I'm gonna go to work and do this for 5 years. I'm gonna choose to go to like that's another option.
Another option.
Like it helps the economy.
I mean, if you're saying a lot from a logical standpoint, it makes sense, but everybody wants to live. Even if you bullshit.
But why? You know, if you own this thing bullshit, like why though? Like how is that fun?
Those people probably live the best lives, no responsibilities. They live the best lives. Imagine you somebody spawned you here for no reason. You didn't actually be here, and then they just hand you a whole bunch of responsibilities. That shit sound miserable. That's why people do it in the first place. That shit is stupid. Nobody signed up for this shit. You immediately get placed on Earth, and then you get 100 responsibilities. That ain't even fair.
No, but you don't get those responsibilities when you first get placed on Earth.
Oh, yeah, it's fun. But then, like, I don't like the people that do that stuff. They get responsibilities because they getting tortured and shit. Like they probably in what's the place called, the foster homes. They getting whooped and beat and shit. It's like I didn't sign up for this, so I'm signing out. Or if you 18 years old and you got a whole bunch of bills and shit, and you just struggling and you got, you know what I'm saying, it's like stuff is just not working out, you just going through it, you like, time out. I didn't sign up for this shit, so I'm finna go. But for most people, they like, I don't want to go because I think it's probably just your brain just naturally says, I don't want to leave. But you talking about society and shit like that, nobody thinking like society and shit when they going through that. They think about themselves. It's admin, like when you know the situation, it's admin for yourself. It's almost like right now if you, like you said, you got a lion, a cobra snake in jail, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say you are in jail and a lion and a cobra snake come into your cell and some men or whatever, they all trying to harm you. Mm-hmm. You're not thinking about what could you be doing for society. You just think about making it out that room.
Of course.
That's the same thing.
But the problem I have with the young people is you have an opportunity, but y'all don't listen to the instructions. So then what you do is y'all fuck around for like 5 to 7 years, and it's like you just wasted 5 to 7 years of your life. Like
if y'all, it's the instructions that y'all give, it's the stuff that y'all say. It's and not necessarily y'all fault for coming up with it. Y'all just figure out this is how life works. But we just not okay with how life works. Like I can't, like my mind cannot accept the fact that this person can get somewhere because they know somebody, and then that same thing that they just did just off this takes me 7 years to get that. My mind can't comprehend that.
Well, you need to accept it.
I'm not going to accept it. I'd rather just waste my 7 years. I'm not finna work hard for 7 years for some shit that somebody else got handed to them. And we in competition. Now, if Donald Trump get, they hand Donald Trump $1 million when he got out of high school, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm not finna try because my dad ain't handing me $1 million. No, this motherfucker ain't competing with me. But if me and him was running for president and I got shit and he got $1 million and he get the goddamn thing because, just because who he is, I'm gonna be mad as fuck, especially if I put my work in him. I'm like, I'm never running for president again because that shit is rigged. Like, if the game is rigged, I don't want to play. Make the game fair and we can play.
See, but that's what I'm saying. You can give up on that. The game is never gonna be fair. It's always rigged.
Okay, but let it be rigged for me. Let me be on the other side of that for once.
You gotta put yourself in a situation where you can be on the other side.
No. Y'all should have put us in a situation.
HVAC, plumbing, electrical.
And those,
I've already gave you the plan, the strategy.
I understand that, but those.
If you build up your own company, you can give such a job, because now people are gonna be competing to apply to work for your company. You can get such and such, my cousin, such and such over here. Now you cherry picking.
Why is it always a bad trade-off that you're not willing to make though? Like you didn't say you talking about building up HVAC. Why you didn't say like you build up your some shit at least I would want to do? Why is it always some bad shit?
Like what? Like what's something you want to do, like build up?
Say number one, this podcast.
Man, nobody want to do that shit.
What you mean?
I'm talking about somewhere where people gonna have money in their pocket, bro. Like I can hire them. They can come. They can make $100, $200 a day.
That can happen. There's a podcast out there that does that.
That does what?
That pays editors. That pays people to do that.
I'm sure there's people out there once they get to that point, but nobody ain't gonna want to sit there and work for free.
Yeah, nobody gonna work for free if I start my what kind of company? Electrician company. But it's gonna take me fucking 6 years to make it.
You gonna be making money.
It's gonna take me 6 years to build it.
So
To come out of school. That's just not an option for me. My brain can't comprehend 6 years of hell doing something I don't even want to do. Think about that. I can see if you said, all right, Trey, we're gonna take you through this school right here. 6 years it's gonna be 6 years. You don't want to do this shit, but we're gonna pay for it, and all the problems and shit you're gonna go through, we're gonna move it out the way. It's just gonna be a straight, clean slate. I'd be like, done deal.
That's why
I gotta go through all the pain and shit. And
that's why I don't think y'all need to be on Earth, because you said move out all like everything.
I don't
want to
do it. You gotta make it worth my while.
Move this out the way. Move this out the way. Like struggle. That's what's gonna happen.
Okay, let me give you an example. Your wife, right? You love and like your wife, right? Imagine if I say that ain't your wife no more. You gonna go with this lady right here, and you don't even attracted to her. You don't like her. She treats you like shit. Blah, blah, blah. But in the long run, you probably gonna end up with a meal. No. That's not a trade-off you wouldn't make. But if I say, all right, you're gonna be with this person. She looks nice and she's nice to you. Blah, blah, blah. And then, of course, y'all might have some trials and tribulations, just like you would with the lady that's fat and ugly or whatever.
Well, see, that's the thing I disagree with you on. Like we're not gonna be fat shaming on this podcast.
I'm not fat shaming.
So
I'm just saying, like most men are not attracted to fat women. That's all I'm saying.
But why not though? That's the thing. Like that. Like that's something that.
What?
That's something that I don't agree with.
What you mean?
Like why does that matter? What does that have to do with here?
Do you have a fat wife? That's what we talking about.
I mean, but if she was big, it'd just be she'd be big.
You nasty, bro.
What's wrong with that?
I'm not fat shaming, but you know what comes with that, right?
What?
You got to see them eat 2 whole pieces. That's nasty.
No, but see, you thinking too deep about it. If you really cared about them, that's why y'all young folks ain't shit. See, if you really cared,
you don't like fat people either, bro. You told me you like fat people.
If y'all young folks, y'all sit there and say, how can I help her? Like let's go on walks. Let's go on walks, or you know.
No.
But see what you do is you get rid of your girlfriend that do that. So,
People try.
So nobody trying to do that. So you be like, instead of saying, hey, let's go.
Why you be capping, bro?
Let's go walk on the treadmill. Let's go eat some Chipotle, or let's go eat some True Food.
You be capping, bro. I don't remember you was talking about Rod Wave. You said that motherfucker.
What?
You called him the fat man, Rod Wave. You said motherfucker fat as hell.
That's what he called himself.
Yeah, but you said you don't like fat people.
I
remember I was in Mobile. I was on the phone with you. I was at Aldi. I remember my auntie, your wife, was talking to both of us about not liking fat people.
I don't agree with that.
But you mean this happened?
I don't agree with that. I don't remember that.
All right.